scorching hot, but it's hot enough, especially for somebody like me who has an aversion to heat, because I do. It's rough, but what can you do, right? There's not much I can really do about it. But today, I worked Dyno. And, speeding. That's a nice Mustang. Just up ahead, actually. I don't know if I'll be able to catch him. That's definitely like, I think it's a Mach 1. Beautiful car. It's like a 71 to 73 Mach 1. Stuck in behind an oversized load, and they're hauling an excavator. But that's okay. Today was a good day overall. Saw some people that I haven't seen in a long time. A friend of mine, Ron is his name. He drives an orange Corvette. It's a C3 Corvette, and I only ever see him if I go to the Wild West Wednesday shows. So he was there, and I had noticed a bunch of other people. I could not really chat too much because, again, I was working, but I was very, very busy with the dyno all day long. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning to go out and do this, which, especially when I'm only riding on about 3 or 4 hours of sleep, it's not great. But that's okay. I'm here, and yeah, I'm really tired today. instead of a 71 and 73, because those are like the kind of bastard years for the performance Mustang when it wasn't just the Mustang 2. Which is wild, like, how many people used to hate those cars, but now, actually, they've got a good foothold in the marketplace, which is nice to see. You know, I like Mustangs. They're great. And oh no, it looks like he's gonna merge off. What's that? I won't get to see his car up close. That's good. Yeah, because you can see it. Down there. Oh, and as soon as I say that, Red Civic just pulled in behind him. Well, maybe he's just in the slow lane, and maybe I'll catch him. Nope, there he goes. I don't know if you can see it. There you go, you can kind of see it there. Just a beautiful, beautiful car. Yeah, it's a Mach 1. Nice. Yeah, that's something you don't really see too often. I mean, I see them a little more than most just because there's one that's in town in Sudbury, and I see it every few weeks, to be honest. And it's blue and silver. It's a sweet looking car. But those things that it's semi like favorite years too, because well, don't get me wrong, 69 is my absolute favorite year of Mustang, but the 71 and 73s they're just quite cool. I also have an affinity for like 77 Mustang Kias, oddly enough, for some of the more different and interesting Mustangs that I like. Like it's something because being at that car show, because it was a car show / dyno day in Strathmore at the Strathmore Agricultural Center, and I might need that window down. We'll see. The wind is, or at least the air blowing through my fresh air vents is helping. But something exciting though is if you want. There is officially, well, okay, kind of. I haven't really talked to her about it to see, you know, what. I'm okay, like, to be honest, if I don't make any money off this, it's not a big deal. I would just much rather see people and hear their stories wearing my sort of stuff, which is cool. A friend of mine, Harley Motorsports, which she's here on YouTube, she's on TikTok, and she's on Instagram as well, and she has a Facebook page. She actually made me some digital art of this car and printed it onto a tank top for me. So I can't wait to have that in my possession. It'll be here sometime in the next week. It should be. I need to talk to her today to see if it actually got sent out today or not. Because like I said, there's no rush on it for me, but I'm really excited about it. I love the way it looks. And it's perfect. You know, if you're interested, like you can actually order one off of her. And it's not going to be that expensive, to be honest. Because she's not doing a new design, it's a design she already has. You can basically get it for, excluding shipping, I'm pretty sure, of like $25. Hi Tim, I am very, very, very tired. It's been a long, long day. Good day, but a long day. I, however, am doing quite good overall, though. Just again, tired. How are you? Hope you're having a fantabulous day. Yes! Always, if you can, if you're here, hit that like button. Because every little bit helps more people to see this and see more of my videos, and it helps me more than you can believe. So, even if it's just like 1 or 2 people, right? But then those 1 or 2 people can turn into, you know, 3 or 4, 5 or 6. The next stream, a 7 or 8, and it just is a snowball effect, right? And it's quite good. Now, sometimes my streams don't get very many viewers, that's okay. Oh yeah, same here. So, like, I was working a dyno all day today. I got up at 5 a.m., got my ass on the road at 6, and only just hit the road a little over 40 minutes ago. So, you know, and it's coming up on 7 o'clock. Here, can I say what time is it? It is, yeah, okay, sorry. It's only 6:23, but I have been awake for 11 hours. I'm riding on about 4 hours of sleep. I am just dead. Now, I still have energy, obviously, to do this and to drive, but not much else than that. Like, there's stuff I can do in the car, and I'm just not going to have it. Depending on how I feel tomorrow, I might just do stuff tomorrow. Like, I want to do a little bit of paint touch-ups in the car, just mainly my red two-tone needs to be redone, so I have the rattle can. Oh yeah, you're in Ontario, yeah. Is it like, or let's say you're in the States, I can't remember. Are you in Ontario or the States? I never remember. Oh, why? Oh yeah, that's right, actually, no, you told me that, right. I don't know why I thought you were in Ontario. My bad. Yeah, I know Delaware's in the States. It's one of those things. But then again, my brain has not been working very well today. Although, like, something, and you'll actually, I put out a quick little YouTube short of it, if you want to check that out. It doesn't have very many views, but that's fine. Is a Dodge Brothers rat rod that ran on the dyno today. Which, and bear in mind, this dyno is a mobile dyno and it's outside. So, dealing with... Yes, I do. But, like, dealing with... just like the heat and stuff like that today was bad. But that Dodge Brothers rat rod was really, really cool. It was built with a Cummins that, you know, that Cummins could push a ton of power, a lot more than what it actually did. But he had issues. So to start, he actually, his charge pipe, which was just the rubber hose portion of it for the turbos, that blew off. And so that is one of those things that have to fix that. So fix that. And then once that happened, on the fourth dyno run, because usually you only get 3 poles, but we gave this guy 4 because there was a problem with his third pole. And after the run, oh look, the rat cap blows. It's another day dealing with these cars, and now the thing is, he was only building up maybe 20 pounds of boost. That thing can go up to 75 pounds of boost. Like, he said that. He was like, yeah, my tune is for 75 pounds. But, you know, he's just been having issues trying to get there. And with 75, you know, PSI of boost is a ton. For reference, when I turbo this thing, I might get 7 or 8. You know, which would be a substantial difference from what I have now, which I don't have a turbo. You know, those things naturally aspirated, but it is just insane, right? So unfortunately, you know, that happened, and to cap it all off, he leave his car on the dyno for about 20 minutes, 20 or 30 minutes or so, just so it could cool off with the fan running in front of it. And gets the trophy, because there are trophies actually with this dino. It was called the Tough Luck Trophy. So, which, what's even worse, because okay, he gets his Tough Luck Trophy, he actually really liked the trophy. But he dropped it and broke it. Which is just, oh god. You know? Like, that's just timing. But, yeah. Okay, yeah, sorry, I gotta roll this window back down. It's too hot to have that not down. Tired first three cars were basically like took us about 10 or 15 minutes just to get them up on the dyno. Where people in their big trucks, it took like just about a minute, right? So it can be a little difficult. Something that I had never seen before, and I didn't really get to take a close look at it because we didn't really take much for brakes. Like, I took singular brakes on my own, but as a whole crew, we worked most of the day. So, which I will say, you know, that crew was pretty good. Although there was a few times when, because basically, I would help quite a bit with the first few. Strapping down the first few cars, but then once I got the hang of it, I just let them do it and I supervised, right? Because it's fairly simple to strap down cars overall. Some of these very customized ones, it can be difficult to figure out where you want to actually do it. Or where do you want to strap it down? And especially on the back, because on most vehicles, or actually all vehicles that we strap down, it's not a motorcycle. We use 4 straps, and that was a 68 Mustang. It was a nice car. You know, but like other than, you know, that rat rod, we didn't really have really high-powered vehicles. And even that rat rod, like, it only pushed, I think it was about 480 horsepower and like 700 foot-pounds of torque. Hey, no worries, Tim. I appreciate that. And yeah, like, real life comes up first, and that's fine. I appreciate everybody being here, though, and chatting. And yeah, but like these, I think it was the first 3 cars. Oh, don't worry about it. They stopped. So after I called them out, and it's fine. About it, but then they backed off, so if they said another ignorant thing, though, yeah, I would have just removed it myself. Although it's a little difficult to do while I'm driving, so that's why, you know, I have awesome admins like you. Or awesome, I should say moderator, not admin. Because it is Saturday, I do wonder if Nobuz's having his live stream today. I'd assume so. But, like, I'm not going to be there, obviously. Yeah, sounds good. And that's just one of those things. I give people, like, not that I really warned them, but one of those verbal things of just saying, hey, you're just being a bit of a douchebag, you know? And then they stop, which is fine. If they learn a lesson, then cool, I'm okay with it. But if they continue to be an idiot, well, then we have problems. And, like, one thing was, you know, I was, because, like, working in the dyno day and being, you know, essentially second in command was kind of cool. But a lot of responsibility. Oh yeah, same here. I deal with them all the time, but yeah, like working the dyno day with all everybody was being safe, which for the most part they were. I had to make sure, like, I was pulling them on and off the dyno, which I was having a problem doing that, and I kept yelling at the guys helping, because they were just volunteers, to say, hey, let me do my job, please. Because my main job was mainly guide them up onto the dyno, line them up, and let it rip, right? Like, basically, you know, just supervise them strapping it down. It's not a hard job. It's tiresome, but it's not that hard. And strapping a vehicle down really isn't that bad. It's pretty easy.
This is how we strap
me, right? Until they get to a certain spot where I designated somebody else so that they can actually get their back tire up onto the dyno wheel. It's a bit of a balancing act, but we get it done. And, well, there was a few times when the driver was not paying attention to me. The guys were just directing them themselves. And it's like, guys, I'm up standing on the dyno, giving directions. And then there's two different people saying different things, and I had to yell at them guys, say, guys, stop. Let me do my job. Right? And it's just one of those things, and they realized, or at least in previous dyno days, like at River City Motors, because people didn't, like, you know, John didn't know how commanding of a voice I had until I was calling out dyno numbers, which everybody could basically hear. Just bending my leg back. Such bliss. Oh, God, I just want to get home and just recline in my chair and have a nap. That would just be the best right now. Because, yeah, I mean, and obviously, like, right now, I'm really dirty. You know, I've been working the dyno. I cleaned my hands a little bit, but cleaned my face a little bit. But you should have saw my face earlier. It was just covered in dirt. Like, you would barely recognize me. But one of those things, and like, and actually, because at the car show, like, there's a bunch of cars that I recognize there, and a bunch of people that I recognize, but I was only able to talk to like one of them, because Ron actually sneaked to where he wasn't supposed to sneak to, by the barricade, but he was out of the way, so I didn't mind it. But we chatted for a couple of minutes, to be honest, and it was kind of a nice conversation. Because like he drives a, like an orange C3 Corvette. It's a nice car. If I remember correctly, he may have bought it new. Maybe. An older guy, and yeah, like, and I don't really get to talk to him that often, so it was kind of nice to see him at the show. There was another guy, which I can't remember his name, and it's too bad, like, cause if I had talked to him, maybe I could have convinced them to put his Marauder on the dyno, because he has a very tricked out Mercury Marauder. Now, this Marauder is the last generation Marauder, because there was two generations of Marauder. There was the one in the 60s and early 70s, and dude, like, where are you going? Like, that dude just flew right by me, and there's a Camaro doing the same thing. Like, I'm doing just over the speed limit, and he's at least going slower than that Blazer was. But that Blazer was going about $150 past him, and then he's stuck in behind somebody who fought. There you go. They finally moved over. But what I don't get is like, why are you in that much of a hurry? Like, I can understand you're cruising with people, you're having fun, right? But he's clearly not, and that's just a newer Blazer, and oh my God, he just nearly sideswiped the car. Jesus. Like, where's a cop when you need one? And actually, my exit's coming up, so I won't have to watch any more of this idiot. Unless they take the same exit as me, and then, well... But, because I'm all for going fast. Like, I like going fast. But, for me, there's a time and place to do that. Just like there's a time and place to do burnouts and donuts, right? Burnouts and donuts, unless if it happens to be a show where that's, you know, happening, you should do just a regular sort of car show was a sign on the overhead thing here that did say, you know, Sundry, next exit. But what it actually said was since the S fell off of where it said Sundry, it was actually Sundry. God. Like, even depressing my clutch, man, my leg is just so sore. Oh, but I'm probably quite sunburned too, I wouldn't be surprised. It'd be nice if this was a manual without a clutch. You know, what some of those, like, which they do make that. Yes, they do. Because I am just so sore and so tired. Which, I'm not far. I am about 45-ish kilometers from home. So, which in miles, that is, give or take, about 25 or so miles. The other day, this was a few days ago, and I just took a random turn, you know, coming out to Olds. Yeah, thank you, Tim. And it should be a pretty good weekend. Like, I'm not, like, going to be doing anything, to my knowledge, tomorrow, but you never know. Maybe I'll do another live. We'll see. I don't know, because I do this sporadically. And that was actually a Mazda Speed 3 that drove by. Oh, looks like that dealership finally shut its doors. About time. From what I heard, the guy was a bit of a dick that ran it. Actually, oh yeah, no, it's not 60 through this zone yet. It's only 50. As my car continually wants to do 60. Red lights, no. I just want to be home. Which that's one thing, like I haven't really had much to eat today because I haven't really been able to eat much today, so. Which my body will go through these cycles every once in a blue moon. Like this hasn't happened in about a year, maybe a little longer than that, to where my body just would not let me eat. So basically I'm at the point now to where I am just going to have to get home, have a bit of a sleep, reset my body, and then I can eat. It's so weird because otherwise, if I started to eat right now, I'd just be hacking up a storm, and my body would want to potentially, like I'd be retching, which retching is that noise that you make when you're about to puke. It's awful, and it feels awful too. It doesn't mean that I'm actually going to puke though, but if I eat enough food, I actually would. And it doesn't matter what the food is. It could be bad for you, it could be good for you. So, which, you know, it's a problem, but... sorry, I've got songs stuck in my head. But welcome to having ADD, it's just, that happens. That's a nice Kawasaki Vulcan. Oh, I actually missed that message, hang on. Let me get up to speed and see that message again. Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of bikes are loud, which is one of the things about bikes that I don't understand. Because there's so many people that say, oh, they don't see bikes. Well, okay, you're just ignorant, but okay, fine. Because maybe it's possible that you didn't see the bike because they are quite small and they can hide in blind spots. But you hear them. Like, other than these new electric bikes, there's no such thing as a quiet bike anymore. And even back in the day, like, all bikes were kind of loud in their own way. Like, I mean, there's loud, like, you know, a Harley or an old Indian. And, you know, and then there's loud of, like, hey, a CBR 1000. You know? But you always hear a bike. Because they're always a bit on the gas. So... just like coincidentally, people probably always hear this thing. Not that it's loud. But ooh, that's a 67 GTO. Yo, that is gorgeous. It was turquoise with a tan vinyl top. That thing was beautiful. Okay, this guy's not doing the speed limit. Get into the other lane here, but I'm not going to have the opportunity to. It's just way too tight, so... there we go. Because the lane ends, so... thing. If you happen to be driving and you can't just wave to say thank you because you passed somebody that let you in, one thing that I do, I flip my four ways on as just a quick little gesture of thanks, you know, and it's a great way to show that. when driving my car at any point, or driving anybody else's car, as much as I can. Because when you're courteous, and other people will be courteous back, and it just kind of spreads around. If you're just a dink of a driver, I have no respect for you. You know, we're just like, yeah, it's got to be my way all the time. You know? But it's just, you know, and especially when, like, you know, temperatures can be like they are today. Maybe he doesn't have AC, so it's just as hot for him as it is for me. Although, there's a nice cool breeze that's coming into the car right now with the window down, and it is pretty nice. Like, it's not so goddamn hot that all the air coming into the car is just hot, right? And this car, because it doesn't have air conditioning, which it would be nice if it did. However, it's one of those things where you know, this was an option that way. But you see very, very few that are. I have seen, once in a blue moon, an inline 6 Fox body, typically a Capri, that actually has air conditioning on it. It's pretty rare. Even there was one today that I found, or the other day that I found for sale. Turns out Buddy's asking me $800 for it, which is not a terrible price. It's a 4-cylinder, or no, it's an inline 6 Capri with AC in it. You almost never see that. And it looks in pretty good shape overall. And for only $800, it's actually a pretty good deal. But it's one of those things, like, I don't have the money for that. I can barely afford to do what I do. So, let alone get another project. Which now, and don't get me wrong, if anything ever happened to this anything, say, you know, it gets burns to the ground, it you know, it's total. Okay, come on, car. I have you pinned. You need to go faster than this. In the comments on there, but I'm not actually going to be on stream because I'm just too tired. Once I get home, I'm just basically going to have a nap and reset myself. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you so much for tuning in, though. Really do appreciate it, but like I said, I keep losing connection on this highway, so I'm going to end it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a fantabulous rest of your weekend.